This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. You look at this Browns defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll run here with a rookie. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
They'll go again to Genty. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And this will be swung out here for Counter. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. James Counter with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 13-7. And for the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. And
this is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
49, Mike 49.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mike 90. Tracy.
Levis. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make a connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. This now a 3rd and 4. Levis sets up the throw here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. From the gun, again to County. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Bears at 5-8, 3 games under 500. Hey, Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
49 down, 22 Rita. Mike 0.
Levis looking to throw. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Levis out of the shotgun now. They'll get this out to Genty. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a third down. Now Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown the last time out. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dante Thornton on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Chicago Bears.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to the Porter. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 15 yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Levis from the gun. That is caught by Laporta. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Sam Laporta, 29 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Stafford. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Kyle Kyle Hamilton books it. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, come on, come on. Here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This to Laporta, right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Gain of 10 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 36.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. To the air again, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Now it's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Back to throw, Stafford. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. An incompletion there on fourth and goal from the 3. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Stafford. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And it's caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Levis to throw it. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Levis back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Levis. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ashton Jeanty hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Stafford. And Sharp calls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down.
250. 53. Ready. 20.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Now 2nd and 5. Levis looking to move him around a bit.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Cowell. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go. Tonight, 18.
Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
Right 13, 22 leader.
On the zone, ready to give to Jeanty. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
22 Linda.
Levis throwing for it on 4th. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Sam Laporta, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Stafford. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Browns might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Sauce Gardner puts it on. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
To throw is Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now Levis. That is caught by Laporta. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Connor up the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Levis looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Stafford now to throw. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Browns.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. To the left side, pass caught by Thornton. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second down at the 18-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And it's third down.
Throwing again is Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And this will be swung out here for counter. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw, it's Levis. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rashad Bateman, 54 yards. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Stay 50.
They snap it to Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. A run straight ahead with JT.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down.
Short! Like 54! 49 down, 22 Rita!
Levis. This is caught by McMillan. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Here's Levis. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Throwing here, Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now it's Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thornton. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. This is 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54. 22 Linda. 22 Linda.
Levis to throw. Steps away to his left. Open man is Myers. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Here's 1st down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10.
Throwing now. Here's Levis. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, and this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
One final try here for Will Levis. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, it came down to the...
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up when it's half time, she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no left.